Hello. I really suck at intros, especially when I take like months off. I never know how to start videos. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. That was very cringy, but let's just roll with it. It has obviously been a while since I've uploaded again. No excuse, I'm not gonna re-explain myself every time. I'm just gonna make videos whenever I can and have time to sit down and make a video. So that's what you can expect from my channel until I can actually be consistent. So last time I uploaded a video, I was 28 weeks pregnant. I had my baby. I'll get to that. Actually, there's a lot to update you guys on, and I'm not even sure where to start. So I wrote down a list of things that I talked about in my last video, or big life updates and changes, things that have happened since I last talked to you guys. It kind of feels like catching up with an old friend that I haven't talked to in a few months. Let's just do that. I'm literally just gonna go down the list. As I mentioned, I had my baby. That's not the first thing on the list. I will get to talking about him because I could talk about him for hours. I'll try not to for the sake of the length of this video, but he's currently, if I can get him without a glare, he's taking a nap right now. His naps are short, so let's see if we can film this video before he wakes up. First thing I have on my list, and one of the first things I talked about in my last video, I just kind of rewatched that video to see where I was at in life at that point, and I'm gonna update you on all of those things. So our house, home renovations, I had been keeping you guys updated on all of that, the whole process. Well, okay, maybe not very consistently, but I do have a few videos out about what we've been working on our house. And I am happy to say that it is done. Not quite done, like there's a few little things we still have to do, but we're living in our living room, using our kitchen. We have a dining area. I am so happy. If you watch my previous videos, doing all that work, or watching Adam for the most part do all that work while I was pregnant, was so stressful because we had a baby on the way and we were living out of a tiny little tile room, our bathroom and our bedroom. That was about all we had to use. We had an office for a while too, but it kind of became more storage, and our other guest room was storage. So it was, like I said, very stressful. So I'm so happy it's finished. In the last video, we were still mudding and sanding, and I had mentioned that we were hoping to be done for Christmas so we could host my family. That did not happen. I don't know why I never learned my lesson throughout this whole process, that everything's gonna take a lot longer than I expected to. I was hoping we'd be done for Christmas. I really held on to that for a while, and I think it was honestly like a week before Christmas that we had to pull the plug and just tell our family, we aren't gonna make it, so who wants to host? But this year we are definitely hosting. We cannot wait. It was actually New Year's, I think New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, that Adam's parents came and helped us paint the whole downstairs, and then from there we had to take our time installing the cabinets and painting the cabinets, because that is a whole, wow, I forgot how tedious that was. Forgot that for a second. Also, by the way, this video, I might insert some clips here and there, but I have filmed a few videos since having the baby, and editing is the part where I really get stuck, because if I try to put too much into editing, I run out of time, and having a baby is just a full-time job. So I'm gonna try to edit this as little as possible. I'll put in any clips that I can while I'm talking, but I'm really gonna try not to edit this too much. I would love to sit here and do some fancy editing, go back in time and show you what we worked on, but I'm trying to do my best and get a video out, show you guys what's going on now. So just wanted to throw that out there. This isn't gonna be super fancy. Hopefully I'll continue filming and making videos and get used to doing that with a baby, and my videos will just get better and better, or at least to the standard that they used to be. Just bear with me as I figure this mom life, trying to be a YouTuber thing. But anyways, I can go more into detail and show more clips in another video, but we painted, it took us a couple weeks to install the cabinets, paint the cabinets, put in the countertops, which that Adam and I did on our own, again, while I was like 30, 32 weeks pregnant. I can't remember exactly the timeline of things, but I was very pregnant and I was helping him install countertops. They were heavy, but not too heavy, and more simple than I expected to install, but still a lot of work, and it was our first time doing it. So it was interesting trying to figure that out, but we did it. We were so happy to just finally have our kitchen. We put in our fridge, which was a big struggle. Again, I want to go into so many detail, but this is gonna be a really long video if I do. So I'm being very generic and general, but I can make another video if you guys are interested in hearing more of the details of how all this went down. I personally just want to make that video because, as I always talk about on this channel, this is kind of like my journal, my video diary, if you will. I like to look back and see what was going on in my life at different points. So that's why sometimes I go into a lot of detail on certain things, but for the sake of this little catch-up video, I won't do that today. So after the kitchen was done, we had to do the flooring. We installed our flooring. It wasn't too hard. I mean, I'm speaking for Adam here because he did most of the work. I kind of just handed him pieces of flooring. I was his moral support. So that took, I don't even remember. I have a really bad memory, but I want to say it took like a week or two to finish the flooring. And then literally a couple days before Kyler was born, we brought our recliner down from upstairs and we brought the rocking chair we purchased for the nursery downstairs so that we had somewhere to sit and just hang out. We put up our TV so we could watch TV in our new living room. We just kind of did little things here and there to kind of use the space finally. We were just so excited that it was done and ready enough for us to use, but for the most part, it was usable and livable. So that was my goal. After Christmas didn't happen, my goal was to make it livable before the baby came, because again, did not want to be living in a tiny little cramped area or living exclusively in our bedroom with a newborn. Also, in my last video, I had high hopes that we would be finishing by Christmas, and after New Year's we would be starting on the nursery, so it would be ready before the baby shower and obviously before the baby. That also did not happen. Obviously, like I said, we finished downstairs just in time for him to be born, so we had no time to do the nursery. And then after he was born, again, no time to do the nursery. We actually just finished the nursery, I want to say like a month ago. Around a month ago. Terrible memory, I'm sorry. I could look at my pictures to figure out the timeline, but I'm using my phone to film right now. So yeah, I would say it's about a month ago we finished the nursery, which was totally fine because obviously when the baby is born, most of the time they're in your room for the first 4 to 6 months. He's now 4.5, almost 5 months, and we just started transitioning him over to the crib, but last week he got sick, so he's been back in our room again. But we didn't need the nursery right away, and I had to keep reminding myself of that, so it's okay that it wasn't done right away or done when I thought it would be done. Now it is, and I'm very happy about that. Again, a few little things to finish up. Like downstairs we have trim to finish up, backsplash in the kitchen. We have to cover the beams and figure out exactly how we want to do those. So a little bit more to do downstairs, a little bit more to do in the nursery, but for the most part, we are living in our entire house and utilizing almost every room. The last room we have to just clean up is our guest room. Right now it's full of storage, some stuff that we had in our old living room at our old place that we kind of have to go through and see if we want to keep or get rid of. We haven't decorated much downstairs, so we might go through that stuff and see if we want to use it to decorate or get some new stuff. I don't really know yet. But that's the last room that we're not really using right now other than storage. So that's the house update. Like I said, very brief kind of overview of what we've done. There's so many more details I could go into that I probably am not even remembering right now. We had a million things going on at once. First of all, my memory just sucks in general, but I was pregnant at the time. Right after we finished the living room, I had the baby. Speaking of having the baby, I am, if you can't tell, I am not pregnant anymore. Got a little mom belly here, but yeah, not pregnant anymore. In that last video, I was 28 weeks pregnant, still had about 3 months to go, and now my baby, as I said, is almost 5 months. It's going by so fast. My pregnancy flew by. I still can't believe I gave birth 5 months ago. That feels like a lifetime ago. Honestly, I don't remember my life without Kyler. So watching my old videos now is like watching a completely different person. It's so weird. And once again, I can make another video about my whole birth experience and bringing the baby home. I have some videos of him, like intentional YouTube videos that I filmed of him when he was a baby. I have others just like clips of me taking videos of him every day. But I tried filming a day in the life with a 6-week-old, and I tried filming a day in the life a couple times, or at least an update video, and it was too much for me to start off with while having a baby. I probably should have just started with a video like this, but it is what it is. It took me 5 months, but here we are. Obviously, we are so in love with him, and I like I said, don't know what my life was like without him. He is such a good baby. I love him so much. He's a good sleeper. We've had rough nights here and there, maybe a rough week or two here and there, but he sleeps so great at night. His naps could be better. He only sleeps, like I said, for like 30 minutes. So we're actually cutting it close here. So I'm trying not to talk too fast and give you too much information, but also trying to get things out that I wanted to say before he wakes up. But he is still sleeping. I don't even know where to start when it comes to him. It's been 4 months, but it feels like so much. I just can't fit it all into this video. I just can't. I can't wait until I have more time to like edit a video so I can show you a bunch of clips of him when he was little all the way up until now, and just talk about some of the things we've experienced with him so far. I'm so in love with him. But life with a baby has been everything I expected and nothing like I expected at the same time. There's so much to motherhood, postpartum, living with a baby, my relationship with Adam after having a baby. Like, everything has completely changed, and some things have not changed at all. It's just like, it's a completely different world, and it's so hard to explain. It's just, I love being a mom. I don't know what else to say about having a baby in this general video. If it was a baby all about him, I could talk about him for hours. So, last big life update. I no longer work for the company I worked for almost 8 years. Yeah, I don't work there anymore, and it's a long story. It was mutual but not mutual. I don't know. I was planning to move on, and it happened a lot sooner than I had hoped. So let's just say that for now. I will talk more about that at some point too, but that is just one of my big life updates. I no longer have a job at the place I worked at for so long, and in general, I don't have a job, which has been a little stressful, especially after having a baby, and losing your job like that it's a big deal. So a lot of my time lately has been spent obviously with Kyler and taking care of him, and I love that I get to be home with him, but also looking for a job or finding different ways to make money. So again, it's another whole video I could talk about what I'm doing, what my plans are, what I kind of want to do next, and I don't know. I just think that could be a whole interesting topic, and that's a big life update for me. I can go into a little more detail in another video. For now, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I lost my job. I'm currently unemployed with a 5-month-old. So thankfully, Adam loves his job. He's very secure with his job, and he makes enough to cover our bills. Our budget will be a little bit tight for a while, but we're okay. We're gonna be okay. My goal is just to find another job in the next few weeks, months, hopefully sooner rather than later. There's not much more to say about that right now in this video, but if I had a goal for my YouTube channel, it would be to be more consistent, whatever that looks like. If it looks like more sit down talking videos like this, if it looks like just filming my life and hodgepodging a video together for now just so I have a memory to look back on, then that's what this channel is going to be. So I'm going to do my best to keep filming. I say that every video, but I love YouTube, and I really want to keep up with it. And if I ever made money off my YouTube channel and was able to do this full time, that would be amazing. But I know I have to be more consistent to get to that point. So for now, this is what we get. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys are doing great. This again was just a quick little update. I will tell you more and show you more hopefully in the next video. Every day recently I've been writing a to-do list of things to get done for the day, so that I'm not just sitting at home watching TV all day, or you know, you can get lost taking care of your child all day, and whenever he naps, sometimes I would just sit and do nothing because I don't know what to do with my life. So I have started to write to-do lists for every single day. So filming and editing will be on that list going forward. So hopefully that will help me be more consistent. Having this to-do list has helped me get things done, and I just love being able to check things off. So hopefully it'll help me stay on track with YouTube too. That would be amazing. Again, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and my baby is waking up, so I'll see you in the next video. Bye!